was not the honorable way.
But was the effective one? Can't argue with results.
Minasan, bon no lecture.
That's perfect.
Yes, it is. Anywho, hello and welcome to KamenRider Blackman. Today, Kamen Rider Saber. We're talking about that show today. Now, if you're watching this video already and all you're hearing is my voice, today's review is going to be audio because, for one, I know we're going to be talking for a long time and I'm not in the mood to deal with any editing issues where the video is out of sync. So it's just going to be audio. And of course, my friend Thomas is here.
Hello there.
Yep, I told him about my next video, well, my next review, and he said he wanted to be a part of it.
Because Saber's more recent and I watched with my friend John. I figured I have my 2 cents in it as well. Because I actually can't. Yeah, but I'll save my thoughts for when we get more into it. Actually,
and yes, we will, because for today's review, it is going to be a good, bad, in the middle style review.
Except yours is going to be reversed, considering it's going to be bad.
Yeah, that's right. It is. Because for today we're going to be doing things since we both like the show.
Yes, spoilers.
Yeah, whatever you want to say about the show right now, feel free.
No, I was going to say no spoilers. We like the show.
Yeah, I was about to say whatever. Nothing too getting into it deeply you could say about the show right now.
Okay. Honestly, I might start off. At first, I was not really feeling it at first, but as soon as it's after a few about episode 14 or so, when the plot actually started going forward, I actually kind of I was starting to get like this more than I thought it was. And also, if you hear my dog in the background, just ignore that.
Alright, but yeah. And I went over this with Thomas before we started. We are going to be doing what I said before, good, bad, and in the middle. But we're going to switch up the order a bit. We're going to start off with the bad. Then we're going to do the in the middle. And then we're going to end on a high note with the good. And of course, at the very end, we're just going to do the character analysis for characters that we didn't talk about.
Correct.
Alright, so last thing before getting into the review itself is the openings and the closing themes. How do you feel about them?
Opening theme, closing theme I didn't really listen to because I didn't care.
Yeah.
But the opening I actually kind of liked. It was opening was catchy and I got used to it over time.
Yeah, the opening itself is not bad. The closing theme, I feel like, was
unnecessary.
Not unnecessary, but considering the themes of this show about knights and books, it kind of felt like it was not offbeat, but wrong kind of tone.
And wrong type of music in general, wrong type of genre of music maybe.
Yeah, because the closing itself is a bit more upbeat. And compared to the musical score with everything else in the show.
Yeah, I kind of feels out of place, and so I didn't really watch it as much as I probably. Every time I was about to mostly when it's I heard it once and it was but really after that I was as soon as it came up I was like nope.
All right.
Because I just I don't care about it, and it's also it just felt out of place and unnecessary. I felt to try and be too much like Sentai.
That part, well, okay, I can get what you mean there. I was about to say thinking too much a bit like Sentai.
I get they're made by they're both made by Toei, but there's a reason why Sentai works in their own way. Why it works in their own way. Yes, you can have multiple riders, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself.
All right, so let's just get started. Again, let's start off with the bad.
The villains are terrible.
Yeah, the Megiddo. The Megiddo are. I said this to him yesterday. The Megiddo are the worst villains ever in Kamen Rider.
I completely agree with that. I agree.
Okay.
I feel okay, you go first.
Yeah, all four of them, in my opinion, are awful. Legil is boring.
Storyus is evil because but in the back.
For Storyus, oh my god, for Storyus, I have so much more to say about him.
Okay,
but in proper order. or at least in general with the Megiddo, it's like they're all just one tone, creepy.
Yeah, pretty much, and they're not
dark and creepy.
And they're not like, and it's not like Solomon where he's like.
We'll get to.
I was gonna say Solomon is more. I think it's better compared to.
Trust me, we'll get to him much later. Trust me.
Okay.
Like when I say we'll get to him later, I mean we definitely will get to him later.
Okay.
But for just the Megiddo as a whole,
they're pretty boring. And
yeah,
not
Legil is the most boring. Storyus is just.
Yeah.
He's the most scheming.
He's the most scheming, and
Zeus is a meathead. The only good thing he has going for him is his rivalry with Blades.
Yeah.
Which again, we'll get to him later. And Disaster is just Disaster is just all three things about each of them combined together.
You see, that's the thing I kind of liked about Disaster, or however you say his name. It's like Okay, I'll save that for the good because I actually did I liked him more later on.
Really?
I liked him more. I didn't like him at the beginning because he kind of disappeared out of nowhere. And then he kind of disappeared for half the show, and then later on he got back. But there was something about him I liked. I didn't like.
Okay.
I didn't like.
Whatever good you have to say about Disaster now, please feel free.
Okay, I liked his interaction with Kenzan or whatever. I forgot.
Ren.
Ren, yeah, I liked his interaction with Ren and his arc because I actually felt. It was weird, kind of weird at first, but the way how it was handled and the way how it went about, I actually surprisingly thought that was a really satisfying arc for both those characters.
All right. Speaking of which, because the first part of the bad is just going to be more characters, and the next one's going to be something I don't know if we'll agree on or disagree on, but Kento Espada.
He's hit or miss. He's in the
He's hit or miss.
He's in the middle. He's in the middle. I can
see why, but at a certain point, I can see why he would be in the middle. But I'm not gonna lie. It's like once he switched over, it felt like it was too late for me to change my mind.
Yeah. I don't mind the switch and sides and I don't mind the switch. Just the thing is, I feel like that kind of dragged the fact that he stayed being an edgelord for quite some time. I get why it was edgy. He was edgy. He's edgy and evil essentially for the time being for reasons. But I feel like they dragged that on a little too long for too many episodes. I feel like because every time Toma tries to tries to persuade him, hey, I'm gonna do this stuff. I'm gonna prevent this. I'm gonna save the world and I'm gonna stay with you guys and stuff. I feel like they could have not do this every single they could have cut that down in a couple episodes, but I don't know.
Oh my god!
They could have ended like that a long time ago, honestly.
Okay, I was about to say for me with Kento. Now I think I've said this before to you, and when the show was airing, he just came off as shady to me. Like I get his reasons as to why he's a little embarrassed by his dad because of what happened 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like, he knows so much about Toma from before he had amnesia, and the entire time he doesn't explain anything to him.
Because I can get that. Because it's like trying to tell someone a deep dark secret that they're not sure they will be able to. You won't know how they'll be able to handle it or come to. Some people won't be able to process as well as Toma would.
Yeah, I get that too. But on the other hand, you can only imagine that secret just eating him alive on the inside.
That's also very true.
Yeah, and him not bothering to even tell Toma about it. It just...
Yeah. I mean, but when you became a Caliber...
It's like, he wasn't doing himself any favors.
He wasn't, but I don't know... Yeah, I guess, but I get the reasons. When he was Caliber, I kind of understood he was trying to do everything himself because he doesn't want to lose his friends. He doesn't want his friends to be essentially go bye-bye.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like they dragged that arc a little on too long.
Yeah, him coming back as Caliber.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know, but him coming back as Caliber how did he even come back in the first place?
His soul was upset. He was. I don't know. He was brought back. He was because when he was dying in first time.
Yeah, and
he
disappeared. He disappeared into the sword.
Into the sword, and yeah, I guess after a while they decided. I guess the writer's like, he's probably just the sword just brought him out and became.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. There, he just comes back.
He just comes back out of the sword, like appears out of the sword, and then picks it up and becomes Caliber.
Yeah, like if they had showed it to us in all that beginning. Yeah. All right, I guess, but the fact that he just comes back out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And for me with Kento, it's like, for as much as I try to like him, like, and I really do try to, it just... He screws himself over more and more, turning his back on his friends, literally causing more trouble than trying to help out. It's like...
Okay, yeah, I can kind of believe... I kind of get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, and like what I said before, like, once he switched over back to their side, that's when I stopped caring.
Okay.
Like, his character arc ended on a good note, but at that point, but still, for me, I just stopped caring there.
That's completely fair.
Yeah. And oh my god, okay.
It would have been cool if we actually got a Saber, got an Espada Caliber mix combined fusion form or something. Like you would have gotten a form around using something involving Caliber's power, but you know whatever.
I made up one.
I made up one too. I think. Wait.
I made up one, and I believe I'll show you later.
Show me later. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now for another character that I have been wanting to talk about for so much, Ren. Kenzan. I fucking hate him.
Kenzan.
Oh, Kenzan. No, I fucking hate him.
Yeah, I hate him too. He is
so damn annoying and irritating.
As much as I liked his arc with him and Destas, again, I will not lie. I hated him too. I hated him too.
He was irritating. He kept talking about strength and blah blah blah. Like
blah 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 strength blah blah blah. Oh, I'm so weak.
Oh my god! Like why I hate Ren is the same reason why people hate Takaharu from Ninja. Except it's much worse with Ren.
Yeah, because he's constantly bragging. He's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get stronger."
Not even just constantly bragging. It's just he constantly just talks about strength. And in like one episode, I believe, where there's like a Megiddo and Saber's going after him, what does he do? He goes after Saber because at that point, Saber is a traitor and whatnot. But
he's also jelly because Saber's getting more power than him.
No, but not only that. The biggest thing there, like for the example I just gave, shouldn't he be going after the Megiddo and not him?
Jealousy is something that's clearly over. Jealousy is quite a bitch, I suppose.
Jealousy is quite a bitch, but apparently jealousy also keeps you from growing the hell up.
You'd be surprised. Some people have trouble growing up. I've seen some people who can barely grow up. And moving.
And like what you said before, like I know that you like the arc that Red had with Disaster.
I like the arc. I don't like Kenzan as a character, but still.
I gotta be honest about that arc.
Okay.
I did not care for it.
I can kind of get. I can kind of understand why.
Yeah, I didn't care for that arc, and I did not care for those two characters because most episodes they weren't even there.
Yeah,
it's like the writers remembered they existed.
Yeah, I can agree. I can see. That's fair. That's very fair. That's fair.
When I even said before that I didn't like Ren and I thought that he was unnecessary to the story, people wanted to try to defend that, saying, "Well, it's because he's the swordsman of the wind or whatever." Like, no. And here is why I find Ren completely unnecessary to the story. In his introduction, he just pops up.
He's just like, "Oh, hi,
There's
guys."
like nothing else to go along with this character for me to like.
I was gonna say my friend John mentioned this when we were like a little bit while we were watching it. I feel like the show kind of starts off as if we're supposed to know these characters already, where we don't. So that's kind of problematic. Hence why the first half is kind of a pain to go through.
Yeah, not only that, like with each writer's introduction,
They just
you get more to their personality and their backstory. Like for example, with Buster's introduction,
he has a kid.
Yeah, we see that he's a Kamen Rider and that he also has a kid.
And
there's like a whole two-parter around that.
Yeah, Ken's on. Oh hi, I'm here now. Who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. He's
so
like,
yeah,
oh, hi, I exist. Why?
And the show
Bandai demands money and toys. So yeah.
Yeah, and the cast keeps just saying we need to get Ren back for this. Like they were doing so much better without him.
Yeah, especially since he pretty much got not really much in terms of power ups and stuff.
Yeah,
he was pretty much he's kind
of there.
He's just there because Bandai needs money and toys to sell.
We're not going to talk about characters for a little bit because there's a bit more to talk about.
Yeah, I thought we've been really sounds like we've been talking characters quite a lot, actually.
Well, that's because we started off talking about the characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
that's how I listed it out.
Okay.
That's on me. Now, for more things that are in the bad, this is a simple one. The dialogues for before and after the transformations.
Yeah, they're too long.
They're too long and they're a little too unnecessary.
I feel like I would notice. Funny the story. When I'm making my custom Rider card videos, and every time I put in put a clip of Saber's any Saber Rider, it's just like the clip's like longer compared to literally every other card I've shown in a clip. So let's say Ichigo's transformation sequence is like shorter, but Saber's like Ichigo's like this long. Saber's like this long. And I was like, Jesus, these things are too long.
Yeah.
Cross Saber's even the worst of the offender of that. Cross Saber's like the worst one of that.
I feel like Cross Saber gets a slight pass because
it's the final form. I get it.
Yeah.
But still, they're too long.
Yeah. For before the transformation and after the transformation.
Yeah.
For before it, they have to open the book, it'll say their whole speech.
And then the enemy just stands there menacingly.
Yeah. You think that enemy is just going to stand there and let you go on?
He's just standing there menacingly as he's holding a book.
Yeah.
He's standing there menacingly with a book. Nice. Good job, guys. Well played.
Yeah. Also, now for just a simple comparison. Now, compare this to something like 01.
Yeah.
Where after the transformation and everything, there's the dialogue. Then you get that line.
A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
Yeah, that works because it's short and simple.
It's simple, short, simple. Gets to the point. You're done.
Yeah. This, almost like in Saber, when the Beast and Sword, blah, blah, blah. It's like the beginning of a paragraph.
I get it's a book, but still, you really have to, yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably,
they actually do make that up a bit with later writers like Durandal and Sabella.
Sabella. Yeah. I call it Sabella.
Okay.
Alright, this works. That's
alright.
Anyways,
the next thing I want to get on that I also didn't like, the audio mixing in this show. It's when you hear the incidental music on and transformation music,
it's sloppy.
It's sloppy. It's like both are clunked and are on high together.
Yeah.
And it hurts it's literally draining most episodes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's sometimes I can barely hear what some of the transformations were actually doing sometimes.
And it's
because the music and the sound, the transformation sounds all on the same level.
Yeah, and it's so weird because in some episodes, the audio, when both are mixed together, isn't too bad. One's louder over the other because the other one's quieted down.
Yeah.
So they know how to do their jobs. It's just that some episodes they don't.
Yeah, I guess. Essentially, pretty much. It's very inconsistent.
Not just inconsistent, just painful to the ears.
I would say inconsistent because they know how to do it one time, but they don't do it other times. So that's why I'm saying it's inconsistent. They know how to do it sometimes, but not other times.
Yeah.
That's why I say inconsistent.
Yeah, even when I edit my videos, I try to make sure to have one sound over the other.
Yeah, same when I'm making my sound demo video. OC sounds, I try making a balance between the sounds.
Yeah, like something like that. Yeah, like something like that is completely amateur.
Yeah, even I can. Yeah, we can do it better, which is weird.
Maybe you, not me. I'm an amateur editor.
Fair enough.
Oh, for the next one, it's going on to the suits, but that's just my opinion for these couple ones.
You don't like them?
No, it's not that I don't like them. For Saber alone, I'm not too big a fan of his upgrade forms. The ones in particular I'm talking about are Draconic Knight, Elemental Dragon, and Emotional Dragon.
I kind of like Draconic Knight.
Draconic Knight?
I like that one.
Okay.
But Elemental and Primitive, I can kind of get why you don't like it.
Yeah, Elemental Dragon is too much of a blotch.
Yeah, it's like,
now, keep in mind,
like multiple colors in one.
Yeah. Now, I like the story behind it.
Same.
Where Saber actually saves a lonely kid who is a dragon and rewrote the story.
Yeah.
That creates that form.
Yeah.
The story for it is great.
Yes.
And its powers are also great because he has the powers of, say, the first 5 riders in that show.
Yeah.
For, like, him himself, fire, blades, water, Espada, lightning, Kenzin, wind, and Buster, earth. I like that.
Yeah.
It's just that the form itself is a bit ugly.
Yeah, it's like too many colors.
Yeah. And for Draconic Knight, while I get the idea behind it, I just think I don't particularly dig it.
Yeah, I understand. That's fair. I get it's supposed to be like discount Dragon Knight over Yuki in this case.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
I mean, considering they have it's the equivalent of a visor.
Oh yeah, that. Okay, yeah, that too. But yeah, I don't know. Like Draconic Knight just doesn't do it for me.
That's fair.
Neither does Emotional Dragon.
Wait, which one was Emotional Dragon again?
Emotional Dragon was that one form from the movie.
And oh yeah,
where it's like yeah.
Yeah, that one I forgot about that one because it was like it doesn't really stand out too much to me, and I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. I just forgot it. It's just forgettable.
Oh yeah. I guess while we're still talking about suits, there is one particular suit I also don't like on a particular rider.
Okay.
Durandals.
Yeah, you can't. Okay,
I get the motif and what they're going for. I'm just not big on it.
I kind of dig it, but I can see why. It kind of every time. It's funny because every time he showed up, I'm like, oh hey, it's Discount Hydros and it's Hydros being my OC, who's also in his final form is essentially King Neptune.
Okay.
And I was gonna say and I was like, oh hey, it's Discount Hydros King Neptune form. That was like an inside joke me and John kept making.
All right. Like I said, I get the motif and what they're going for, but I don't know.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
The suit's just not my favorite.
Okay.
Now, back to characters, because we're still on a couple characters I don't like.
Okay.
That you may feel differently on, but these next two are just going together.
Are they the brother and sister?
Yeah, Durandal and Sabella.
I didn't care for them.
Well, here's my thing about them.
The relationship is very concerning.
That was not what I was going to say
never mind.
at all.
Okay, never mind.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Sorry. My mistake.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Let me just say my piece.
Okay, fair enough.
With Sabella, I thought she started off fine as a villain, being that manipulator that breaks up the unit that the writers started off on.
Yeah.
I just think that later on, like, she was good as a villain. I feel like as villains, they were both good. But after they decided to stop working for Master Logos, they just didn't do anything for me as characters. They were just there.
They were just there, yeah. They had more character in the Zenkaiger crossover.
Did they?
I mean, they were given more, essentially. But even then, I just didn't care. I still didn't care, but I mean, I feel like they had better roles in the Zenkaiger special. But even then, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
But again, why would it? You never really gave me a reason to care about them now. Why should I care now?
Not even that. I just felt like afterwards, they didn't do much for me as characters.
Yeah, that's fair.
They didn't really change all that much, except for they decided to be less of dicks to everyone.
Yeah, and
what else? Well, I feel like I was gonna say something else. It's something. Wait, I feel like I was gonna say something else about them. Oh yeah, I think another role that they played was just to be reckless at times.
Yeah.
Just for the other writers to come in.
because we don't have enough characters as it is to be reckless and stuff. Now Ken's don't exist.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah. Now for another part, for that's going into the bad.
Okay.
This might surprise some people.
What?
The movie.
Which one?
The one with Falcon on it.
Falchion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think That's how you pronounce his name.
That's how I pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it.
But anywho, yeah, the movie.
Yeah, it was pointless.
Kamen Rider Saber, the Phoenix Swordsman, and the Book of Ruin.
First off, too long of a name. But that's the thing, and I can play the most tokusatsu films.
Yeah. The only good thing about this movie, really, is that it's canon.
Yeah.
But aside from that, it's a pretty rushed film.
Well, yeah, because it was supposed okay, the way it was shown first, and then after the film it was like a short film essentially.
Yeah.
And then it was shown after that it was the one movie would play right after that.
All right.
So it's kind of like it was kind of forced into there because just to extend the runtime of a theatrical run.
I'm not even upset about the runtime. I'm just more upset about the fact that it's short of a movie and we don't really get all that much.
I'm kind of used to it because I've seen there are some classic toy films from the 70s and stuff that are kind of short. That are more or less short films in a way, but like there's some like classic super mecha anime that are like have crossover films. Even then, they're like more or less longer episodes essentially, but in a film. But I'm used to that. But I understand why. I understand why it's kind of. I get your reasoning as to why you're not a fan of it.
Yeah, and for Kamen Rider Falchion, like we're gonna talk about that character in a bit later. But because we get his backstory in the show, when you first watch him in the movie and learn why when you first watch him in the movie and learn why he's doing it, it kind of makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the movie?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Vaguely.
The movie is about Falchion and how he wants to... One, he's a sealed swordsman who is unbound, and basically he wants to destroy everything and bring the world into nothingness.
Because evil.
Actually, no. For his backstory that we'll get later.
Yeah.
Which I will explain later.
Yeah.
But...
The backstory I vaguely remember too.
Yeah, I was about to say, because we get that backstory later in the show...
It makes more sense, sort of.
Yeah, but in the movie...
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, any line he makes about human nature being evil, honestly even sounds contradictory too, because we don't get that backstory in the movie.
Yeah. It would have been...
Yeah.
Maybe that was intentional. Maybe they were like, who needs a backstory? He's going to come back later, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, and I was about to say too, and it hurts more because it's not meant to be seen from a moral standpoint. It's meant from a personal standpoint.
Yeah, but
with that backstory, which I will mention later.
Yeah, but in the film, we don't know that yet, so...
Yeah. His lines, like all of his lines almost sound contradictory and everything.
Exactly.
And also, another thing about the character, Botch, which his name is.
Yeah.
He's apparently immortal. And how he became an immortal in the movie is never explained.
I don't remember. Was it explained in the show either?
It wasn't explained in the show either.
Because like Phoenix is like immortal, I guess.
Like rising up from the flames like a phoenix. Yeah, but you still got to explain that for him.
Yeah, okay.
And even in the show, when he dies, for whatever. No, it's not that I don't feel anything. How exactly does he actually die this time? When before now he's been immortal. Why is this like the one time for when he does die?
His contract,
it's permanent.
Because the actor's contract is up.
Wow.
What? That's the best. That's what.
Breaking the fourth wall much?
I mean, that's not. Well, we are, but but that's.
We know you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, just me. Though technically the V Cinema's coming out apparently at some point, and we're gonna have a recolored Falchion. I'm being serious.
I know, I've seen it.
Yeah, but we're talking
different bird too.
Yeah.
Anywho, just for another thing that's in the bad, since now we're on, I'll list these out in numerical order, and right now we're on 12. Why did Durandal and Sabella decide to stop following Master Logos?
Because.
It's It's like for no real damn reason.
Because they couldn't find a good excuse. They couldn't find a good excuse to make all the riders go against Master Logos.
No, here's the thing too. In the context of the show, Durandal says because they needed to decide and see if Master Logos is really unworthy of leading their family clan.
And he's
plotted to screw over the good guys how many times by this point? Literally, all of his plans up to now are to kill a lot of people. And at that point, they're looking at him and thinking, maybe we shouldn't listen to him for X, Y, and Z.
But no, it's like, I'm at that point, I'm like, no, out. Bye, Felicia.
Like, the fact that... Literally everything he had them do up to that point was for the purpose of killing everything.
Of course.
As if they didn't know what he was thinking all this time.
Yeah, because it is... pretty much.
Yeah. And lastly... Oh yeah, I didn't finish my entire thought on Storyus.
Okay, go ahead.
With him as the final villain...
It felt unnecessary.
It's not that it felt unnecessary. I don't know how I really... I don't think I feel much about it because, for one, after Zeus died, he disappeared for a bit.
Yeah.
And after, I guess around the time where Master Logos is going to go, that's when he just shows back up.
And gets a new premium Bandai.
I guess, because... Well, I guess slow and steady is his way of working.
Yeah.
Because he's the last guy. Because he was the last guy standing.
Yeah.
But for him as the final villain.
Yeah.
Even when I learn his reasoning as to why he became evil in the first place.
I get his reasoning, but still.
Do you?
Yeah. If nothing you do matters, then what's the point?
Well, if nothing.
I mean, if everything is already lined up and you have no free will, and if you really don't have any free will, I sort of get the reasoning. I don't agree with the I sort of get the reasoning. I don't necessarily agree with it, but what? Yeah, I don't know. Moving on.
But with most people that say if nothing you do matters.
I mean, if everything's already planned out for you and you technically don't have any, you can't really make your own choices essentially when it's already planned out for you.
Yeah, but most people when they get like that. They usually are more depressed.
Yeah. Not evil.
Power hungry.
Yeah,
and wanting to destroy everything.
Okay, that's a very valid point. That's valid. That's a valid point.
Yeah, but when I hear that backstory for him as to why he turned evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it was just so weak for me.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
It was so weak for me, and it just
doesn't. Yeah.
It was just one big whine.
Oh, boo-hoo, everything. I'm gonna take all these my problems I'm gonna take all my problems out on everyone on the planet.
Yes.
Yes, that's pretty much how John summed it up.
Alright, yeah. Well, now that we finally got off of the bad, let's go to the in the middle. Now, like I said, the in the middle are things that I'm personally mixed on.
Okay.
But I couldn't figure out whether or not if I want to put them in the good or in the bad. So we just have in the middle.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of already said some stuff is in the middle, like Desas and Kenzanok. I was in the middle of that, but I'll let you take this one.
All right, sure. And feel free to chime in wherever you want.
Okay.
Botch Falcon.
Yeah, I'm also in the middle on that.
I'm in the middle on him too. I actually thought he was a good villain. I liked his backstory, and his backstory is that him and Yuri Psycho were friends a long time ago, and apparently one of their comrades murdered his family. And so he went evil and decided he wants to destroy everything.
Yeah. Would have been nice if we got that in the movie, but
the fact that I actually like that backstory because it makes me want to sympathize with him and actually kind of clash to reason with him.
Yeah.
Because I get why he's doing this.
Yes.
Now, on the other hand, he's still a villain.
Yeah, he's still kind of he's still kind of evil.
Yeah. But yeah, I understand his reasoning. I like how he was as a villain. Like that one bad guy who's just that one bad guy that you just can't beat.
Yeah.
Also, another thing to appreciate that Falcon's actor is Go Blue from Go Go 5.
And come out Amazon Alpha.
Yeah. Also, another thing that
Amazon Alpha, I knew about Gogo Blue. I was like, oh, that's surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the Gogo Blue until I looked it up.
Yeah. But yeah, for Bach's character, I liked him. And hey, even after he was defeated, he apparently looks happy at the end,
So, yeah, that good for him.
Maybe that's the thing. When I saw that and like the second to last episode, I looked at that and I thought, you know what, maybe that's what all the villains need to do. Maybe they all just need to die and reflect on their actions.
And just maybe realize, okay, maybe I did screw up.
Yeah. That's literally how it is.
Like,
that's literally how heaven works.
Yeah.
Well, not heaven works. That's literally how hell works.
Yeah, or the afterlife in this case, or just the afterlife in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wow, just wow.
Like,
what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, Bach as a character. I liked him, and I thought he was about average but good villain.
Yeah, same.
Well, the middle here is going to be a bit short.
Okay.
So yeah, for another thing in the middle, episode 15, where the whole traitor subplot comes in.
Is it true that you really traded Tachibana-san? I'm sorry, be quiet now.
No, you're not sorry for that. Do not look at me and lie.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Anywho, the revelation of there being a traitor in the Sword of Logos was actually good in my opinion.
Yeah.
But with that said, the previous Saber Kamijo could have just investigated and snooped around more to learn about what happened to Kento's father and, well, tried not to kill a few billion people. Yeah. And maybe then he would have got the answers he was looking for.
Yeah, but it's true.
Yeah. Because the whole thing is that 15 years ago, the previous Caliber, Kento's father, he got tricked by Master Logos into trying to get rid of Luna, like a character, like the girl who connects
to Wonderworld.
The girl who connects to Wonderworld, and Master Logos basically tricked him into doing his bidding. And the previous Saber stopped him from doing so. And the previous Saber wanted to learn why he was doing this in the first place.
Yeah.
And so then he became Caliber and tried picking up from where he left off on.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like I said,
kind of complicated, but
it is a bit complicated. But at least on second watch now, when I got it, I will say I do like the idea. I do like the aspect of there being a traitor on the good guy's side.
Yeah.
But on the other hand,
it could have been.
Could he not have gotten the answers he was looking for by not trying to kill
people?
Yeah, a lot of people, including Kento, sort of.
Almost.
He would have gotten his answers there, as opposed to at the end of his story, got nothing.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. And in episode 16, the very next episode,
yeah,
setting up Toma as a traitor wasn't bad, but wouldn't anyone think there are too many coincidences?
Yeah.
Yeah, because first, Sabella,
yeah,
she goes up to Toma and asks him, would he join her at the northern base and work with her? And Toma said no. That also in that episode, she goes up to all the other riders and say that Saber's a traitor.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
wouldn't there be too many coincidences?
Or too many people they ask a lot of questions. I'm like, how, wow.
Yeah, because
because I feel like even then, Toma doesn't seem like the type of who's willing to betray people.
Yeah, not only that, there seems like there are too many coincidences on both sides of the story.
Yeah.
So,
both sides of the book.
Yeah. Anywho, with that said, it's like the whole traitor subplot would have ended a lot sooner if anyone would have thought that and questioned that more.
Yeah. But they didn't, and that's where we're at.
Yeah. And so, another thing that's in the middle that special chapter episode with where Two Kaiser is in an episode of Saber.
I get. What do you think of that?
I thought it was all right.
It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, pretty average in my opinion.
Yeah.
No,
I get why. I get why they did it because they got promoted to Superhero Senki.
Yeah, that movie.
That I'm actually kind of excited about. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Whenever that gets translated and put to DVD, put to DVD, then being translated and stuff like that, I'm actually have high hopes for that.
All right.
Looks promising.
Hope it's good.
Hopefully.
And for another thing, just another character we're gonna talk about that's in the middle.
Okay.
Buster.
Yeah, I can't. He's in the middle for me too.
Yeah, I was about to say he's not a bad character. We just didn't get much from him.
Yeah, he was just,
like
other than he's a father.
The best part about his character is that he's a dad and that he does so much for his son.
Yeah, like a father should.
Yeah, I think outside of that, I would not have liked his character so much.
Yeah.
Just because there wouldn't be really much there.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, other than that, the last thing that's in the middle is the second to last episode. Or is that more in the bad for you? Because
I don't. I'm in. Are we talking about the one with Revice?
No, that's that's the very last episode.
Okay.
I mean the one episode where Storyus dies and everything.
I'm in the middle of that too because
it's like
most of the bad things from that come from the fact that we got another premium Bandai this and I was like, why? And that's another. My issue is not really on that, although that is just such a thing. I hate.
I think it's that the beginning of it wasn't too bad, but
the way
it's the latter half of that episode.
Yeah.
Like, Storyus dies, the world ends, and then apparently the world doesn't end.
Because Toma...
I'm so confused on that.
Yeah, because Toma did some stuff.
I don't...
I know. Not that it made any sense, but I guess he did some Control Alt Z and stuff, and just did an undo.
Yeah, and I was about to say too. I was even thinking about this yesterday when I watched it.
I'm like, how?
Like, no, I was thinking like after Storyus dies,
and then
that ain't it. Like the world still ends.
That doesn't. What? I'm sorry. What?
And then the world doesn't end.
And then because again, Control Alt Z, undo. Or some bullshit like that.
It was so confusing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just... Yeah, it was just confusing.
Yeah, very confusing. I was like, wait, what happened?
Yeah. You want to talk about the actual final episode too?
It was fine.
Alright, yeah. It was fine.
I mean...
Although, kind of weird how Revi and Vice are in it.
Yeah, because it's kind of like how, it's like how in Kamen Rider Drive you have ghosts having
okay, that I actually think is different because I feel like
I'm saying now they tried to do that.
Yeah, I was about to say
they tried to do that with Vice, but it didn't work as one.
Yeah, I was about to say it's different there because you can honestly say that Drive and Ghost happen in the same universe.
Yeah, well,
Revice on the other hand sets itself.
I was
about to say Revice on the other hand actually sets itself up in happening in its own separate universe.
That just happened to have Kamen Rider merchandise in it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that part, well, like George is pretty much.
Yeah, that I totally saw that and I remember it.
Yeah, he's one of us and I like him. He's the best character so far. Anyways,
he is awesome. He is like literally a Kamen Rider version of Guy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, except he actually gets to make his own rider, which is like
that is friggin' amazing.
Yeah. Anyways.
And he's buff too.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of thick, and not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not gonna.
That's.
Anyways, and moving
on.
Good.
Finally, like I said, we're gonna end this video on a good note by going on the good.
Okay.
The Wonder Ride books gimmick.
It was cool.
I actually really do like the gimmick. I like that it's books.
Yeah, same.
I like that it's books. I like that they did do something different for the particular forms later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like their Wonder Ride books gimmick. And the suits.
I like this.
I do like a good majority of the suits.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Even Claw Saber.
That we're actually going to talk about afterwards, but yeah. I do like... The suits in this show are quite well designed. a couple of them are bits. Some of them aren't too bad.
Some of them are over. Some of them over. You think any of them are overcomplicated, over designed?
I want to say Psychos because
Yeah.
in his X form, because I feel like it's a little too colorful.
Yeah. That's
Like
right.
as a sword, he was just gold and silver, and I thought that would have transcended onto that form, but apparently not.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, but for the most part, a good portion, well, a good majority of the suits in that show are quite well designed. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Like what are some of your favorite suits?
Okay, besides Dragon Ignite, I like, I don't know, I don't really have okay, maybe Falchion.
Oh, Falchion's is amazing. I love his driver too.
Oh yeah, it's like, I love how when his sword comes, it's just like, BATTOU. It doesn't like say what the sword's called, but it just says
yeah. Not only that, I just really like his belt.
It's really well designed.
Oh yeah.
It's a retool of the regular sword driver, but it still works.
Yeah,
it's a retool that works.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see.
Okay, keep going.
I don't know, I really don't have a favorite because I just so many Saber forms at points I was like, I don't even remember.
Okay, yeah.
I don't remember all of them on the top of my head, but I like them all in general, to be honest.
Okay, because I do have like, I want to say 2 favorites.
Okay.
Espadas and Calibers.
Yeah.
For Espada's base form, I love it because it's 3 of my favorite colors: gold, white, and silver.
Yeah, it's fair. Also, okay, I just saw one. Okay, well, if I was to choose any of the forms, I would definitely go with Blades' final form.
Blades' final form. We'll actually talk about Blades in a little bit. You'll see, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, fair enough.
But for the most part, 2 rider suits that I like in general for like all their forms, it's Espadas and Calibers. His base form is nice. Golden Alangina is beautiful. And the fact that
Calibur's second form.
Oh yeah, Calibur's second form and first form are both amazing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I like both, but I think I like Calibur's base form a lot more because it's a lot more darker.
Yeah, but I kind of like the red
that red visor.
That red visor and that dragon upgraded stuff. I don't know. I thought it looked kind of cool.
Yeah. And for the fact that back to Golden Alangina.
Yeah.
I actually want to talk about Saber Blades and Espada's forms for a moment. One, I didn't realize this when I was watching the show, but since they all share the same driver, they put their Wonder Ride books in particular spots because where each animal is placed on them.
Yeah.
I never noticed that when watching the show.
Yeah, I kind of realized that after the show ended.
Yeah. And I also really like that
they share the same driver.
Not that they share the same driver, but that they have those power up forms. No, that all 3 of them get upgraded forms in a way.
Sort of.
I'm talking about Crimson Dragon, Fantastic Lion, and Golden Alangina.
Yeah.
I love the fact that all 3 of them can do that and have that, and it looks great on all of them.
Yeah.
Golden Alangina is my favorite. I like Fantastic Lion, and Crimson Dragon is not too bad. If it does anything, it fixes the helmet for Saber.
Yeah.
Because I don't think... What are your thoughts on Saber's base form?
I like it.
Okay. I'm a bit in the middle on it because I like the black and red, but I don't like the white.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And now we can talk about Saber's final form, Cross Saber.
I really like it.
It's a pretty good looking final form.
I don't care if it's a recolor. It's a beautiful recolor.
It's a good recolor.
That probably took a lot of paint effort and job.
Yeah, and you want to know an interesting thing about it?
What?
It's the sword.
Yeah, it's a sword.
The sword is the key.
It's completely different sword entirely.
Not only that, the sword is the key to his final form. So kudos for the key to the final form being something different.
Yeah.
And not just another piece of the gimmick.
Another book, essentially.
Yeah. But yeah, Cross Saber, it's a good-looking final form. And it's also an extremely powerful final form.
It's pretty. Yeah.
It is really up there.
Yeah.
Like it has
I mean,
like having
it's not Oma level Geos, not Oma Geo powerful, but it's still powerful in its own way.
Oh yeah, for it to have the power of all 10 swords and still do a lot more with it.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah, it makes me question how Storyus is able to go up against it, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Also, while we're talking about the swords, that's another thing in this show that's in the good. The sword designs.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I really like most of them.
Yeah.
Like, I think my one favorite has to be Durandal's sword.
Yeah,
because for 3 reasons. Well, no, 4 reasons.
It's a
like
trident.
one.
It's a trident.
Oh yeah, it's about to say it's his transformation device. Which, by the way, like for the holy swords, minus Saber, Blades, and Espada, where they all share the same driver, everyone else's swords is used as their transformation device, except for Caliber.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Durandal's sword because it's his transformation device. It's a sword that can also become a trident, and he can pause time with it.
Well, yeah, slow down time, really, more or less.
Yeah, that I think is amazing. Plus, I love that design.
Yeah, too bad it's premium Bandai and it's hard to get.
Yeah, what's your favorite sword from Saber?
Busta's. I don't know.
I can see why. That's a nice ass sword.
The big giant sword that's straight up Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. I'm just like, yeah, this is great.
That's flipping amazing.
I know.
I was about to say, Slash's sword is also good too because it can become a gun.
Yeah, it's a gun and a sword.
Oh my god.
And it's
Calibers. Calibers.
It's like...
It's cold.
It's cold in the best way possible.
Oh yes, it is. Now, for more things that are in the good, from episode 2, I like that this show has its own definition of what is a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, same.
It's not said or shown a lot, but that's just one thing that I like.
Yeah, like, try to differentiate yourself. Try to make it like these are what all versions of Kamen Rider are, not like what a V01.
Like not a lot of for Saber, for 01s, it was pretty straight to the point about their own definition of what is a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, but Saber kind of explained it more. I think better.
Well, Saber explained it more in terms of for the sort of logos.
Yeah.
01 basically did what everyone else does for Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which is what exactly?
Being a hero with their own kinds of definition, such and such.
Fair
I
enough.
can't explain too
Fair
well.
enough. That's fair. I got you.
Yeah.
I got the idea.
But yeah, for another thing that's in the good, you want to talk about the monsters?
I didn't really care for the monsters, to be honest.
Alright, I was about to say, for the monsters, design-wise, I don't think they're too bad. But I think what makes me want to put them in the good is that they at least served a purpose.
They had a purpose, yeah.
Yeah, like, with each monster that did a job, they didn't just went out and destroyed stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, each of the monsters in that show, the individual monsters, I mean, they had a job to do.
Yeah.
They wanted to connect Wonderworld. They wanted to bring our world into Wonderworld and do damage and so on. And for later on, the individual monsters served a purpose with creating books for the Megiddo.
Yeah.
So I'll at least give them that. Now, for the good, now we can talk about Rintaro.
Rintaro, yeah.
He is the best character in this show.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I loved his story from start to end.
Same.
It's like, how he is, honestly makes sense so much.
Yeah.
Being so loyal and dedicated to the job.
And when he realized he was how he essentially backs up by Master Logos.
Yeah.
You understand what you feel like.
But before then, like, he couldn't fathom the idea of Toma betraying the organization, nor even wanting to stray from the organization, because he literally owes his very livelihood to it.
Yeah.
It made him who he is.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the fact that it got swiped away from him, and seeing him yet to overcome all that, not being about the organization, but being more for him and his friends.
Yeah.
hot damn, his story
It's like
was amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely the best story in this one.
Yeah, I love how he had his moments of being conflicted and his rivalry with Zeus.
Yeah.
Because I liked his rivalry with Zeus because it brought him out of his own character for moments.
Yeah, he brought him off his comfort zone.
Yeah, and Zeus's own defeat was just so satisfying.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Yeah. And of course, along with Rintaro, I do like his forms.
And his final form, oh my, is like... his final form is like, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah. For all of his forms in order, now I'm particularly talking about base form, mid-season form, and final form. Lion Senki, I like that suit.
Same.
I like it more than Brave Dragon. I was a bit iffy on it at first, but now I quite like it and got used to it.
Yeah, it's fair.
For his mid-season form, I also thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, but his final form,
is like
that's hot damn awesome.
Yeah, it's like, I think that's my number one favorite.
Oh yeah, that final form is so beautiful. White was an excellent choice, and the meme and everything.
It's like Super Saiyan 3, but done right.
Oh my god. That final form is too damn royal to be cool.
Yeah, here we are, and here we are.
It's amazing.
It really is.
Yeah. All the abilities and ice powers he can do, cold.
Ice Baby intensifies.
Oh my god, awesome. Now, for another character to talk about, Slash.
I don't know. I mean, he was. I liked him.
Yeah, me too. He was a good supporting character.
Yeah, with his, even if he has a really concerning obsession with swords, that makes me question him.
That's what makes me like him more.
But I find that funny. That's one thing I like about him. He has this weird obsession with swords that kind of makes him funny.
Okay, here's what I think about with Slash. Because he's a good supporting character because he is the swordsmith.
Yes.
And once he became a writer, it made his character a lot better with how excitable he gets.
Yeah.
It's like he's there to be low-key and also get out of his comfort zone at times, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Slash is just... I liked his character.
Yeah.
I still remember that one episode of Saber where he was eating like some rice something that he thought May made, but turns out it was made by Lady Sophia, and he did not like it at all.
But he was like, I gotta do it for Sophia.
And everyone else was not on his side. They backed away because they wanted no part of that. Like, y'all gonna do him like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
You know that... Like, this show knows to hit where it's real. God. But yeah, character-wise, Slash is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I said, too, he's also an about-average character. But he plays a good part well. And another 4 more. The backstory of the Sword of Logos and the Megiddos and everything. I really like the backstory.
Same.
I liked when we got it because that's when I started to like the show a lot more.
Yeah, same.
And the backstory itself actually helps that there's a traitor in the Sword of Logos storyline because the reason for this war in the first place was literally all about power, and everyone was after power. And so it's like, it prompts the idea that it prompts the idea that
no one's safe. No, everyone's hands are dirty in some way.
Yes, that's what it does. That no one is the good guy in particular perspectives.
Pretty much, yeah.
And like as presented by Reika. And that's another thing I like too. Getting the revelation of everything.
Yeah.
Like getting the revelation of everything, hearing everyone's backstories, knowing why they are how they are.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Agreed.
Now for the very last thing in the good.
Okay.
Master Logos.
Yeah.
He is amazing. He is the best villain in this show.
Yeah. I mean, granted, that's not saying much, but still.
I don't care because it's also Shinken Gold.
Yeah, and he's pretty much.
So, like I said, that actor Keisuke Soma knocked it out of the park.
Agreed. Okay, the thing about Solomon is I love how simplistic he is.
Oh yeah.
You like how his goal is literally just because I can't, because why not? He's evil because he wants to be, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm just evil because I can't, because why not? Because I'm bored.
Yeah.
I just like that's very simplistic, and I appreciate them making a simple villain, not having an overcomplicated plot.
Yeah. And I was about to say too, another reason why I like why I like Master Logos is because his family has been playing the role of the protector, like his family is playing the role of the good guys for like centuries.
And he's like, yeah.
And now he's the current one looking at this and going, fuck that, and doing his own thing, which is completely evil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, new generation, new perspective.
Exactly.
That's why I like it.
Yeah, same.
And also, another really thing that grabs my attention immediately is that he's insane about it.
Yeah.
He is completely insane about it and does not care.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm crazy.
It's
am I crazy? Yes. Do I care? No.
He's quite restrained in his overacting. A lot of people seem to hate that about him, but I love it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I love it so much.
His overacting helps.
Yeah. Like, he's honestly darker than the Megiddo.
Yeah, which is, yeah.
And he's a more excitable evil.
But that's what's good about him.
Yeah, it is. And awesome.
Yeah.
His suit's also pretty good too.
I like it, yeah. It's a retool, but I like it. It's a retool that also works.
It's a good suit.
Yeah.
Really good suit. Plenty of good things about Saber, really.
Surprisingly.
Now, to wrap up, since we've actually been going at this now for an hour.
Almost, yeah.
Yep. Let's talk about... Yep. Like I said, this is how I do reviews.
Yeah, it's fair.
Now, let's talk about the characters. We're going to talk about all the ones that we didn't talk about so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think about Toma?
Oh, for Toma, I think he's fine. I guess average and fine.
I liked him. He just wasn't. He was fine. I liked him and all, but he wasn't anything special.
Yeah, that's how I feel about him. He doesn't. He's fine as a protagonist, but he didn't boast of the show all that much to why I think it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Toma.
Have we already talked about?
Let's talk about May next, the leading lady.
She was cool. I like.
I want to say she's there, but she's kind of also not there. She was helpful.
She was helpful. She was actually kind of useful for some. But just a good amount of time.
Yeah, she really was.
And
not too bad.
She's kind of cool.
Yeah, and her relationship with, I guess, Rintaro.
It's like I don't know if he was. I'm not sure if she friend zoned him or what, but still.
I kind of don't think so.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in the V cinema. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
So next, Yuri, Psycho. I thought he was fine.
I liked him.
Like I said, the leftover characters that we're talking about now, they're just not a lot you can really say about them.
They're just like for what I can say. Everyone else I kind of think is likable in a sense. It's what's Yuri and Yuri Toma in May whatever.
Yeah.
I find them all likable characters and nothing special, nothing bad.
Yeah, that's what I can say about Yuri too. Like, he was good and insightful. I don't know, like, I thought I'd like him a bit more by the end, but he's just fine.
Yeah.
Lady Sophia.
She's decent.
She exists.
Yeah, that's pretty much. She exists to be female Caliber.
Yeah, might as well, because she does become Caliber in their final battle.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
She exists.
Yeah, she exists, really.
She exists to be discount that go from Gal Ranger / Wild Force.
Alright, but that way, alright. Tassel.
I hated him at first, liked him later on.
Liked
him more later.
It's nice that they actually did something with the narrator, actually integrating him into the story.
Yeah.
Not a lot of shows do that, and I think this show did it well.
Yeah, I liked him. Again, I liked him at first. I hated him at first, but then when he actually became more real relevant, and actually not just because he existed in the narrator, he actually gave him a purpose. I'm like, okay, I can actually,
Yeah.
I can believe that.
He was the most legit amongst them, yet I'm happy that they never elaborated on why he kept breaking the fourth wall.
He just does. He just does.
Yeah, I can live with it.
It's like Deadpool. He just does. He just has that ability.
Yeah. Last character there actually is to talk about is the one that's the most integral to the story, Luna.
She was okay.
I honestly thought with her being so integral to the story, I
get why.
I sort of get it. I almost wanted to put her in the middle, but I thought just leave her at the end because...
Yeah, she exists too.
Yeah, she sort of exists, as well as there are moments where I wish she would have been an adult already, because you think for someone who... You think for a child who was absorbed into wherever, Wonderworld 15 years ago,
maybe, I was gonna say...
You think she would have grown up at that time, too?
Maybe, I was gonna say, my theory was that wherever she was kind of restrained. She was like kind of like time is slow in that sense. Time is slow in that place she was kept in.
Well, apparently, because once she got there in one episode, she grew up into an adult.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like when she was like stuck in the dark area, I think time might not have been existing at that point. That's why she hasn't aged at all.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know yeah, she was fine.
Yeah, I guess. I just thought that for a kid, I don't know. I thought the only moments with her where it were a little annoying is that whenever someone finds her and she just runs off.
Yeah.
Like.
I mean.
Those are one of those moments where I wish this kid would have grown up to have a bit more sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, not much I can say about her except for she's and is super integral to the story apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Huh. This is fun.
Yes, it was.
It is pretty fun. Alright, now, lastly, we are going to be reading people's comments and thoughts on Kamen Rider Saber.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's get ready. I have not read any of them since, last night, but here we go. Mark Lopez, I enjoyed it. By the way, this is off of the Facebook group Kamen Rider Club, which, by the way, shout out to Ray Hayes. Speaking of which, his comment is actually next. Like Agito, I both like and dislike it. In the beginning, I was on board with it until I saw the library with all of the forbidden magic books. I have seen enough forbidden magic in other media to know that's a bad thing, and honestly, they didn't address it, which made me ask why the sort of logos have all that in the first place if you ain't going to destroy it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright, next comment. Actually, I'm going to like that one too.
Can I read it?
Sure, the Matt Harrison one.
Somewhat inconsistent, but overall very fun. Also, I've never hated a Kamen Rider more than Ren.
Me too. I'm liking this comment too.
Hey, Zachary, that's my friend.
Wait, Zachary Alvin Galista?
Yeah, I know that guy.
Oh, crap, really?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay. Pretty mad for the most part. Okay, Zach.
That's your opinion. I'll admit that.
Respect.
It ain't too bad, but there are some mad moments. I can agree. Virgil Mafori Caraveo. More on Swordsman, not Kamen Rider. Almost no bike scene. Kamen Joggers.
Okay, I forgot to mention this. Apparently, because they don't use the bikes because if you're going to complain about that, blame the Japanese bike laws. Literally blame the Japanese bike laws. Yeah, the bikes have to be approved because some bikes have to be approved, and essentially, and it costs money and it costs a lot to shut down the roads and stuff just to film. It's complicated, I know. But he's not wrong. I
love that comment.
That's great.
That's my favorite.
That's great.
Oh my god. That was a thought in my mind too. They have motorcycles and they rarely use them.
Again, Japanese bike laws make it hard for them to film stuff these days. That's why we have CGI stuff in Revice.
In that case, use more CGI.
Much, yeah.
Anywho, there are like 3 more left.
Okay.
Doug Tayo Noguchi started off slow, ended good. This was a hard one too, since it was filmed during the beginning of the pandemic, so they were limited how to film, and it showed sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am getting so annoyed now with people saying blame COVID for blah blah blah. We get it. Dear Lord, we get it, but even besides that, like I heard that so much with 012 when I was reviewing that show. Yeah, COVID hit everything pretty hard. But even from what we got out of 01,
it was satisfying.
Still good and satisfying.
Yes. I'm 50-50 on that. I'm 50-50 on that comment.
And even with that said, with 01, yeah, I don't know, but I like this show. I actually like 01 a lot more than this show.
It's fair.
Yeah. Now, Tim Healy overall liked it despite its flaws.
It's fair.
Best believe we went over those flaws for like the past hour and 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
Trust me, we still like this show despite its flaws.
I'm gonna read the last one.
All right.
Joseph Belton, Uwu. Oh. That's how it's.
I know, but I don't get it. But all right.
I know it's like some sort of text phrase and stuff. But I'm just like it's like Uwu but with O's.
Yeah. All right. And so, with that said, that was Kamen Rider Saber.
BATTOU.
Now, our thoughts. Like I said, Saber's a pretty good show.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
it's quite a slow start.
Definitely.
Completely. But once you get there,
it's good.
It will still have your attention.
Correct. Yeah.
You?
Same. That's how I feel. I feel the same way.
Yeah. And I knew bringing you on for this, we're going to have some similar opinions, but different opinions. But yeah,
that's fair.
For the most part, this show is just.
I've said this many times. Film is subjective.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this show pretty good for the most part.
Yep.
With that said, thank you all for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel if you want. That should be putting in the description, right?
Yep.
Good.
Send me a link, and I will definitely do that.
Thank you.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to my next review.
Which is?
I'm working on this right now. It's not going to be a Toku show.
Oh.
It may be actually a show on the CW called Kung Fu.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, season 1.
Okay.
Which is completed, and I'm hoping it's either on Netflix, and if not, I would have to make an account to watch it.
Wonderful.
But yeah, that'll be my next review in November.
Okay.
My next Toku review will not be until next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My next Toku review after Kung Fu will be Kamen Rider Build.
Okay.
And so that might be a lot of work to do.
Yeah, considering you have to watch it like a ton of episodes, a bunch of hyper battle stuff, movie and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about for the show alone. It's going to be quite a bit of work because I want to see if I can. I know I might want to go over the story there.
Yeah.
To go over the story for Saber, it would have been all over the place. So good, bad, and in the middle. Yeah. All I'll do for this.
It's fair.
But yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. Please not forget to like, subscribe, share this video,
and comment.
Comment down below what you guys want to see.
And have a good, wonderful day, and stay safe.
Yep. See you later.